to treat psoriasis with olive oil. That is a very, very good question, which a lot of people have asked me about, especially since they start to understand olive oil is an excellent oil for your cooking. Now, when you say how to treat psoriasis with olive oil, it opens up a whole slew of important questions you've got to ask. And in fact, you've got to ask, well, what type of olive oil? Because there are many different types. So, in the last 40 odd years, I've been to Italy, I've been to Greece, I've been to Australia, I've been to New Zealand, and I've been to many areas where they actually grow olive oil. And I've spoken to the people that actually are at the cutting edge of growing olives for the purpose of olive oil, right? And so it's very important when you use olive oil, very, very important that you use olive oil that is in a glass bottle that's dark glass, right? That's number one. It's got to be not plastic. The olive oil's got to be in the actual stored in a supermarket, say, or a health food store. It's got to be stored in a glass amber bottle or a dark bottle, and it must be glass. That's number one. Number two, it must be cold pressed or cold extracted. If you don't see it on the label, don't buy it, because otherwise the other oils are extracted by mechanical means, which applies heat and can destroy the antioxidant value of the olive oil. So amber bottle, can't see through it, cold extracted, right, or cold pressed, that's fine. The other one is that the country you get it from. I can go on and on, but I can explain to you that the best countries are Greek extracted, 100% Greek, 100% Cyprus, 100% Turkish, 100% Australian, and 100% Spanish, right? I've come to work out that the Italians, a lot of the Italian companies, not all of them, but a lot of the other companies are cheating people, because they're saying bottled in Italy, olive oil bottled in Italy, right? And guess what? When they say that, there's a real hidden meaning, and that often when they say bottled in Italy, what actually has happened, they're getting oil from Cyprus, right? Where it's been bombed. They're getting oil from Lebanon, from Syria, and Libya. These are places, especially the last three, Libya, Lebanon, and Syria. These have been bombed, and the olives in those countries are being bombed with, and then the substance that is made of bomb is strontium-90. And that's a severe poison which can give you cancer and tumors if you use the type of olive oil that's been destroyed, right? You don't see it, but it's been destroyed by the strontium-90. That's why I recommend Australian, Spanish, Greek, right? And the proper side of Cyprus. You've got to read the whole thing. Like I said, dark bottle, amber, right? Cold pressed, cold extracted, and then the amount to use per day, if you want to be truly healthy, make sure you use about 2 tablespoons of olive oil per adult. If you're a child from about 14 and below, 1 tablespoon a day, every day. Even when you're very young, your mother should be giving like a teaspoon of olive oil every day in your food somehow. So the olive oil is brilliant because it helps to build the immune system. It helps to clear your liver. It helps you clear your kidneys, your pancreas, and so on. And it is known as a renowned oil. Also, I will show you something fascinating. I've been working with trees since I was about 3 years old, and I realized along the way that fruit trees, like the apple tree, the pear tree, the plum tree, the orange tree, and so on, they last about 35 years. That's their lifetime, 35 years, right? But guess what? Olive oils, olive grows that are grown properly, will be as old as 800 years to 3,000 years old. That is because the antioxidant capacities of the olive tree are just out of this world. They're unbelievably powerful, right? Other trees like apple trees, pear trees, plum trees, they don't have the amount of antioxidants in their trees, in their leaves, in their fruit, because they're not olives. But olives that are grown in those places, grown properly, incredibly powerful because they are so rich in antioxidants. So you understand exactly what I'm talking about. If you get a nail, right, like an iron nail when it's manufactured, that is now ready to be oxidized. So if you nail that somewhere in timber, you leave it out for a year, then the actual nail can lose the actual steel part of it, can become oxidized, and then eventually disappear, and it becomes, then it's a waste, it's a worthless piece of metal. Now, of course, if you're smart and you use nails that are galvanized, right, look at the word, galvanized, not just a pure iron nail, but it's galvanized. So it's an iron nail that's been galvanized. It's a chemistry system that is, and a physical system that bonds the actual galvanization on the nail. You can use that nail for 20 years. It won't oxidize. So there's the power of oxidation and the power of antioxidation. So olives and olive oil are one of the strongest antioxidants you can put in your food. Okay, that's one of the best you can eat. So we only use olive oil that is a potent antioxidant from Australia, Cyprus, the right part of Cyprus, Spain, and of course Greece, and so on. So these are the key countries. Now, many other countries can't grow olives because of the climate, but these are the countries that can grow it, and grow it very well. Australia's come to the front very strongly in the last 50 years, and it's got 4 states now growing olives for olive oil purposes. So the olive oil from Australia is very, very good. Right? I'm Australian, but I can also recommend Greek, Spanish as well. Okay, make sure, like I said, to recap, amber bottle, antioxidant bottle, closed extraction, and cold pressed, cold extracted. Okay. Now, if you like this video, subscribe to this button down below, and when you subscribe, you will receive notice of the videos that are coming out. You'll also have the ability to go to about 506 videos which are available currently on the Planet Wellness channel, right? So, having said all that, we wish you well. We ask you to contact us on the phone we have, and we will ask you to then talk to us about your problems, and we can show you a way to use olive oil in a very powerful way to heal any disease that you've got.